few weeks ago, I laid out 4 changes Bungie needed to save Destiny 2, and in their latest update, Bungie swears they've delivered. Old content, matchmaking, weekly rotations, dungeon access. But here's the thing, look past the shiny bullet points and none of it really solves the problem. So today, I'm putting Bungie's patch side by side with those 4 fixes. Let's see what's smoke, what's mirrors, and what's still missing. And it starts with the oldest problem in Destiny's book. Loot doesn't matter. My fix was simple. Make old content drop powerful gear again. Double your endgame overnight. No new dev work. Bungie's solution, the new portal rotations. Fireteam Ops activities including 2 battlegrounds, Behemoth and Echo Core, plus 3 strikes like Hypernet Current, Insight Terminus, Fallen Saber. 3 plunder expeditions on Nessus, Cosmodrome, Europa, and even Tomb of Elders. Each day has bonus focus slots with random picks across these pools. Pinnacle Ops adds dungeon lairs, to be detailed later, and 2 exotic missions, Presage and Avalon. Solo Ops is explicitly nerfed. 1 grade lower power per run compared to Fireteam Ops, Pinnacle Ops, and Crucible. All of this wrapped into so-called legacy spotlights that rotate weekly, offering a source of powerful rewards. Sounds great until you realise it's just a weekly drip feed. Out of the mountain of content Destiny has, only a sliver gets rewarded at a time. There's no truly new content here. It's all recycled and it's not coming fast enough. I'm already level 300 and I'm so bored of the content that I'm playing, I don't actually want to log in anymore. With Borderlands 4 right around the corner, why would I grind another recycled playlist rotation? The community read it instantly. Every content can be vaulted and taken away. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's not all old content matters. That's Bungie rationing nostalgia like they're running a soup kitchen. If they'd really answered this fix, every legacy playlist would pay out, period. Instead, they're acting like recycling 1 mission per week is generosity. And even if you wanted to play those missions, good luck finding a team. I said, give us matchmaking everywhere, or at least grade A solo playlist. Busy gamers need to log in and play, not sit in a fireteam finder for half an hour. But in the TWID, Bungie didn't mention matchmaking at all really. The update focused on the portal's activity pools, Fireteam Ops, Pinnacle Ops, Solo Ops and Conquests. They detailed which battlegrounds, strikes and expeditions are now returning. But what they didn't do is solve the basic problem of access. There is still no new system announced that opens up raids, dungeons or exotic missions to universal matchmaking. So in practice, the fix I called for, letting everyone jump into all content without gatekeeping, just wasn't addressed. Bungie left the LFG problem untouched. Fireteam Ops has been buffed, but we don't know what that means for each tier of loot or for respecting player time. Tons of cool raid updates were listed, but they're still completely inaccessible to casual players like me. So any new raid content Bungie adds is basically off limits. It has 0 impact on how I currently play the game. And even if you could play, Destiny still pushes you into the same hamster wheel every week. My pitch was clear. Rotate power sources weekly across all content. 1 week Menagerie drops Pinnacles, next week Forsaken missions. Keep Destiny fresh without burning anyone out. Bungie's spin, legacy spotlights with curated modifiers and a checklist of daily focuses. Here's the catch. Solo Ops was nerfed. The most efficient short run now gives 1 grade lower power than Fireteam Ops, Pinnacle Ops or Crucible. If your session is 20 minutes before bedtime, you're being told to choose the less efficient path or go do longer activities. Prime engram friction. Bungie tried to force us back to Rahul to decrypt primes and they've walked it back after Backlash. But the intent was clear, pad engagement time and daily focus chores. Instead of variety, you get a new to-do list that makes Destiny feel like HR paperwork. The result? No variety, no freshness, just another system that eats your time under the banner of play diverse content. And when you finally do get new encounters like dungeon additions, the pace is so slow it barely registers. If the loot drop rate is anything like Coil or Onslaught, then no one's going to bother grinding it anyway. As one other player said on Reddit bluntly, they take 1 step forward and 2 steps back. The portal isn't content, it's a time tax. The fix was variety with freedom. Bungie gave us variety with strings attached. And the most painful miss of all, the one fix that could have changed everything, dungeon and raid access. My fourth fix was the big one. Bring back Explorer mode everywhere. Raids, dungeons, solo or match made. Let people experience the best content, even if the rewards are capped. Bungie's brag, we're prototyping Explorer mode. Translation, still just experimenting. A limited rollout for select dungeons with no guarantee it becomes universal. Players cheered at first. Finally casuals could see dungeons, but then the fine print hits. It's not for raids, it's not really tuned to teach properly, and it's still framed as a demo and not the real thing. If Bungie were serious, this would be live across all endgame content right now. Instead, Explorer is a breadcrumb, just enough to say they listened without actually fixing the lockout problem. Adding new dungeon encounters is cool, but again, it's coming at a glacial pace. And if the loot grind feels like the recent seasonal horde modes, players will drop it fast. And the community smelled it instantly. One quote stuck out on Reddit: "We've heard step in the right direction for years. When do we actually arrive?" The answer? Not yet. So let's check the scorecard. Old content. Bungie gives us drip feed, not a full revival. Nothing genuinely new here. Matchmaking. Bungie ignores it completely. Raids and high-end content remain locked to the elite. Weekly variety. Bungie turns it into chores. Nerfs fast grinds and pads time with artificial friction. Dungeon access. Bungie keeps experimenting instead of committing while casuals stay locked out. On paper, it looks like they followed my 4 fixes. In practice, they ducked every single one. That's why trust is still broken. Players don't hate these changes because they're bad ideas. They hate them because they're half ideas. Bungie's patch is 4 almost answers that dodge the real problems. If Bungie wants Destiny to survive, they need one patch of pure wins. No friction, no fine print, no half measures, just do the fixes properly. Until then, Destiny isn't saved, it's stalled. But what do you guys think? Did Bungie actually answer any of these 4 fixes, or did they just spin the PR wheel again? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, sub, or don't. Just glad that you're here watching this video. But know this, Destiny players aren't asking for miracles, we're just asking for honesty.